Hello again, everybody. This is Devin Mannix, and you have found my YouTube channel. For my first crafty video, I am going to do a tutorial on how to do a basic anniversary themed card. My parents are celebrating their anniversary this coming week, so I thought I'd spruce them up with a epic card. So first of all, I'm going to give you the stuff that I will be using, and then we'll go from there. First off, I have a 5.5 by 6 ivory colored card with envelope. The brand is Recollection. You can find them at Michael's. They come in a pretty decent sized pack, and it's pretty easy to start from here. And then let's see. We have the paper stack I'm using, which is the Formal Affair stack by Die Cuts with a View. I've already gone ahead and pulled out the paper I wanted to use and cut it down to size. So this is the paper we'll be using. Also, I have the sentiment I want to use, which is right here. This is the Love stamp. I'm not sure what stamp brand these are. I got them at a yard sale without the package, so if anybody has any clue, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Also, I'll be using these Want to Scrap flatback pearls I got at convention at the beginning of the year. Also, I have some ribbon trim that I got at Walmart, and a flower embellishment with matching background leaf that I found at a yard sale somewhere from my stash. At the end, I will be using my Handmade with Love by stamp. I am using the brown colored Inkadinka Dew ink, which is dye-based ink, and of course my acrylic block. Get started. First, pull out your 5.5 by 6 inch ivory card, and I will be using a glue runner, which I actually got at my local 99-cent store, which is really convenient. Gonna go ahead and take the paper that I've already cut out, flip it over to the unpatterned side, and go ahead and just glue along a generous amount. Okay. Flip it over, go ahead and center, or if you want to put it off to an angle, that's fine, but I'll be centering mine. And just rub it down like this. Now what I want to do is make it more like this. So you will see, we'll open up the card like this. So we're going to go ahead and take the Want to Scrap adhesive pearls that I found, and this is actually kind of painstaking. You're gonna figure out where you want it, so I'm gonna have it right about there, and you go ahead and you just peel it off, which is very painstaking because any little movement can mess it up. It's so sticky. Okay. And go ahead and figure out where you originally wanted it. Go ahead and just lay it right down. From there, you just smooth it out a little bit. Oop. And there we go. Well, maybe not. Okay. May take a couple seconds to settle. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my stamp, which I've already put on the acrylic block. So it'll be right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get out my brown ink. I'll be very generous with this type of ink. It takes quite a bit to get the color completely thick how you'd want it. Go ahead and just center and stamp. Good amount of pressure, maybe a little longer than you typically would. Go ahead and remove, and hey, that came out great. Set your ink aside. Okay, what I'm going to do now is take this lovely ribbon trim that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. So at this point I'm going to need a generous amount of hot glue, which I've already got my hot glue gun ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a nice line across the bottom here. And quickly, because my air conditioning's on, center the ribbon, trim, press down all the way along the glue line. It's going to pop up a little here and there, so I'm going to reinforce it a little bit. Sorry you guys, I'm doing this upside down. It's kind of out of my normal range here. Okay. Go ahead and give that a second to dry. Get out a good reliable pair of scissors and relieve that extra trim. Looks like I glued the card to my mat. There we go. Go ahead and just relieve the excess ribbon. Okay. And then next step, looks like it's coming off. There we go. That'll be better. Okay, and then next I'm going to take my leaf and flower embellishment, and I've already trimmed down the back. There used to be a stem here, so I've already trimmed down the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where I want it, which is probably going to be right about there, and again, a generous amount of hot glue. Find where you want it and press. This will take a minute. You're going to have to hold that down for a couple seconds. And then go ahead and, again, this had a stem, so I cut it down. Generous amount of hot glue. And hold down. Now the card, when it comes in the packages with the envelopes, the cards are a little bit smaller than the envelopes, probably for instances like this where you have, you know, bulky things on the cards. And then what I would do is I'd go underneath the leaf and reinforce it a little bit on the bottom here, just in case. Because if you're like my dad, you know, he keeps these things for a long time and they get tossed around here and there, and you want it to last for a little while at least. Okay, and from that point, I think what I will do is get out my Handmade with Love by and get my ink back out. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the back of the card, which will be right here. Center it as much as possible. Sorry about my head, you guys. Good amount of pressure. looks great. And give it a few seconds to dry. Double check, make sure everything's down where you want it. At this point in time, I would typically add some of my Tattered Angel sprays, but it's already a little foo-foo, and I'm trying to make it good for both my mom and my dad. So I think I'll just leave it alone for now. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. I look forward to your constructive criticism or pointers, or, you know, if you have any questions, go ahead and also leave those below. Thanks for watching.